how are you?
Good.
Thank you for completing your pre-assessment.
Of course.
My name's Jodi. I'm a dietetic intern, and I'm just here to guide you through a coaching session. So basically what that is I'm going to guide you through a step-by-step process, and we're going to guide you through this process to reach whatever goal you'd like to talk about today.
Okay.
So to start off, I noticed that in your pre-assessment, you like to work out a lot. That's really good because you're 24 weeks pregnant, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, did you learn anything from your pre-assessment after filling out all the information?
I learned that even though I go to the gym like 3 to 4 times a week, and I drink a lot of water, and typically I think I eat healthy, I really don't eat that healthy.
So maybe it's the diet. I noticed that you have some diabetes in your family. Did you do an oral glucose tolerance test?
Yes, I already completed one of those. They actually made me do it a little bit earlier than I was supposed to, just since I have family history.
Family history. Good. And everything turned out good with that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, looks like you're doing great. So I guess today what we really want to focus on is maintaining your weight throughout your pregnancy and making sure that we don't gain too much weight.
Right.
What have been your biggest struggles so far?
I've kind of gotten some input from several different people. Some people say not to worry about it too much, and others are like, yeah, if you reach this much, you should definitely worry about it. The only reason I'm worried is that if you reach a certain amount, it's not healthy.
Right.
And you could have a C-section automatically. So I want to give birth naturally, and so really that's the only reason I'm worried. I'm not worried about it for my sake, but rather for his health and his sake.
Yeah. And I think the biggest goal is, don't worry about the weight so much. It's just trying to worry about leading a healthier lifestyle. And with that, the weight gain won't be as quick. So we're going to kind of start off and kind of create a vision for yourself and where you'd like to see yourself and how you'd like to portray yourself. So basically, we're going to create, a statement that really kind of visualizes how you'd like to see yourself in a healthy way. So where would you like to see yourself health-wise?
Health-wise, so before I was pregnant, I still went to the gym, but I wasn't as committed as until after I got pregnant. So hopefully he's kind of just like kept me motivated. So hopefully after I give birth, I'm as motivated and I'm as committed to not only trying to be healthier nutrition-wise, but still going to the gym.
Okay.
So that's my long-term plan.
Yeah. What do you value the most that keeps you motivated?
Values could be...
As far as, exercise, or do you value your health? Do you value, how you look on the outside, how you feel on the inside?
I feel like going to the gym isn't that hard. It's about what you eat and what you intake. So I think I need to value that the most because that's also what I struggle with the most.
Your diet and eating well. Okay. Do you notice any strengths that you have that can help you, kind of reach this goal of yours is to kind of have a healthier diet?
Some strengths that I do have are I like fruits and veggies.
Good. So that's not a problem, is getting those into your meals. Fruits and veggies are a good thing.
Right, but I am pretty picky, and so I get bored of just the regular chicken and vegetables. But then again, I don't like fish and or salmon. I'm very picky when it comes to that.
So maybe we can kind of experiment with some variety in your meals and kind of try new things. What do you think is your biggest challenge?
Now? Mm-hmm. My biggest challenge now, I guess, is the times that I eat. I've always struggled with this even before, since I go to work at 3 in the morning, and I wake up around 2 or 2:30. Right when I wake up, I'm hungry. Mm-hmm. And so before I was pregnant, I could hold off that hungerness until the actual breakfast time, so 7 or 8 in the morning. And now that I'm pregnant, I can't hold that. So I feel like I I'm eating too much. I like constantly munch, and then eat a breakfast, and then eat a lunch, and then eat dinner. So I feel like just timing with how I eat, which I think that just comes with my work schedule.
Because typically, we see kind of a 3 meals a day versus with your time schedule. You said you go to work at 3 a.m., and so you kind of have to have a snack before you start your day, and then you have breakfast, lunch, and then dinner. So just to kind of summarize, I think that, your ultimate goal is to have optimal health, good nutrition for the baby, of course, and to be able to maintain your active lifestyle. And I think to, kind of conquer that goal and that your vision of what you would like to see in your life, you are going to have to overcome some of those barriers. So what I want to do today is kind of go over some goals that we can try to utilize to help you really create your vision in your lifestyle. So let's just start off by talking about how you want to see yourself in a long-term situation. So what do you think you could do long-term to help maintain your healthy lifestyle?
I think a big part of it is just eating out.
Okay.
Which it also comes with my schedule because most of the times, I nap after work and then I go to the gym and then I'm just too tired to make dinner. I'd rather just pick something up and shower and go to bed. So that may just come with also changing my work schedule since I'll be staying at home.
Yeah. So you think maybe just to eat out less? All right, let's make that a little more specific. How often do you think you can realistically eat out each week?
Well, I feel like we're not home every weekend. We're traveling a lot of the weekends. So eating out twice a week,
Twice a week. Okay, so that's a long-term goal that you can accomplish even after you've had your baby, is to try and eat out only about twice a week. And doing that, I think you'll really find that you're eating more nutritious foods that you're cooking at home. And surprising, you probably won't spend as much money. So I think that's a really great long-term goal. Now let's kind of bring it in a little bit. When are you due?
Due in July.
Due in July. So that's in about 3 months, correct? Okay, so in 3 months, what do you think is a realistic goal that you think can ultimately help you obtain your vision that you're looking for?
Just cooking at home more often.
Okay.
I would say it's hard even to cook breakfast and lunch at home, but hopefully in 3 months when I'm just at home with the baby, I'll be able to cook, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Right. Okay, so let's make that a little more specific. How often are you planning on cooking at home?
I would say Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday. Okay, and that kind of goes along with your yearly goal of only eating out on the weekends. So that's actually perfect. That's great. So in the next 3 months, let's really try and just, cook at home Monday through Friday. And I think that's a really realistic goal. So, all right, now let's create a 1-week goal, something that's easy to accomplish and that can just really get you started on the right track. What do you think your weekly goal could be?
I don't know. I guess I would ask you, because I know some people at work, they eat something very small when they get to work, and then they have a lunch at 8 or 9
in the morning.
So, do you suggest just me eating? If I'm hungry, eat maybe a small snack and then eat breakfast super early, but then, or should I just try to stick to regular times for breakfast and dinner?
I definitely think that since you're going to work at 3 a.m., you need some energy, so that you can work. So I don't think cutting out a snack would be good to just cut out the snacks altogether. But maybe let's cut it down to maybe one small snack and then waiting until breakfast. So that way you still have some energy. Try and make it a high protein, like apples and peanut butter, something that's going to give you energy until you have your breakfast break. So I guess this week let's focus on maybe trying to have that early morning snack a
Just
schedule. Just one. How do you feel about that?
I think I can do it.
You think you can do it? Okay. Are you ready to do it? That's the question.
Yes.
You're ready to change. Okay. All right. Well, so let's kind of do a little bit of a recap. So we really kind of learned that your biggest maybe issue is meals. Because I feel like you're doing great on the fitness aspect of it. So for long term, we're going to try and eat out only twice per week. We're going to try and cook at home on weeknights. And then lastly, we're really going to try this week especially to just see if we can't get your, early morning snacks that you would normally have 2 or 3 to one high protein snack and then go before going to work. Do you think that's something that you're willing to do?
Yes.
Are you willing to change, and are you willing to, commit to making some of these changes? All right. Well, do you have any questions for me?
What else would you suggest snack-wise in the morning besides apples and peanut butter?
You can really mix it up. Even something like a hard-boiled egg.
Just one hard-boiled egg?
That's actually, a hard-boiled egg is about 70 calories. It's full of protein. I think it's a great snack, and like I said, we want this to be a snack portion. We don't want it to be a full meal. And so just keeping that in mind that this is a snack, not necessarily an entire meal, and this just to hold you over until breakfast at 9 o'clock in the morning. So, all right. Well, are you ready to come see me next week so that we can talk about your progress and where we need to go from here? All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.